From an overdose crisis to the pandemic and a worker shortage, there's never been a greater strain on our paramedics and medical first responders. Tonight, CTV goes behind the scenes with a veteran paramedic to see how the job has changed. Alyssa Thibault is here now with the second part of her series on first responders in Vancouver. So, Alyssa, what are we going to see tonight?
Well, tonight, mi-jung, you're going to meet Brian Twaits. He's been a paramedic for more than 30 years. He took me for a drive after dark around the city. We talked about the challenges of the job. We met some of the dispatch workers who take 911 calls and the push to hire more workers.
People don't really know who we are until they need us.
Tonight we're seeing Vancouver with paramedic specialist Brian Twaits. Almost all of his 36-year career has been in the downtown core.
I was a young teenager and I decided what I wanted to do with my life. There was an attraction to medicine, but there was also an attraction to being out on the street.
And he's seen the city change, particularly the downtown east side.
You know, the night shifts used to be a little bit quieter, but you're pretty much non-stop now.
Hastings and Main. 6 on off one weekend.
In January last year, BCEHS recorded its highest single-day call volume for overdose calls, 203. Twaits once attended 26 in a single shift.
Unfortunately, a couple other of those calls were presumed to be narcotic overdoses that were in cardiac arrest, and unfortunately, we weren't able to resuscitate them. It was too late.
Thank you.
Those numbers, real people lost to the overdose crisis. Then the pandemic hit, and the number of 911 calls for an ambulance started to climb.
The pandemic was very tough.
This is where those calls go, the dispatch centre. The team here covers Pemberton to Boston Bar, the Sunshine Coast and Bowen Island.
About 1,900 calls, around that, in a day. Wow. That's average. I think our most last year was 2,500 in a day.
Every caller is trained to give life-saving instructions.
Okay, I'm going to help you, okay?
Karen Nixon has helped deliver a baby over the phone.
Tell me exactly what happened with your friend.
It's a tough job. Not everyone can do it.
That stress, both here and on the road, has led to burnout. The paramedics union has long sounded the alarm about a worker shortage. At one point in December, the union said nearly half the ambulance vehicles in the Lower Mainland were out of service, with no staff to fill them.
That was an unusually extreme night for a Thursday night.
A quarter of all positions within BCEHS are unfilled, and the department admits some staffing challenges are mental health related.
Are the paramedics having a bit of a tough time right now?
Well, I think this job does create some stress.
But there could be a turnaround. The union says a pay increase is included in a new contract. A tentative agreement was reached this month.
Hey, guys.
It's hoped more people will follow in Twaits' footsteps.
I really want to say it is a calling. It's an incredible job. You get to help people.
And an update on how recruitment is going. BCEHS says they are in the midst of a national hiring campaign to bring workers to BC. Right now, there are more than 300 applicants either being processed or receiving their orientation training.
Yeah, I like how he called it a calling. I'm sure it's stressful, but it can also be a very rewarding career.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what they do it for, right? They do it to help people.
Exactly. So, Alyssa, the final night of the series is tomorrow. What's coming up tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow we are spending a night with the team at the busiest fire hall in Vancouver. This is Fire Hall 2, located on the downtown east side. They have so many calls for service here that firefighters and medics only serve about a year at this location before being moved on. We were there last Friday at the end of what's known as Check Week, when welfare payments are handed out, and we'll show you just how busy they get. That's tomorrow.
Okay, looking forward to that. Thanks, Alyssa.
Thank you.